Attention, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids, welcome back to the deadliest Star Destroyer this galaxy has ever seen. I got some great news for you today. The other day, if you haven't seen the card in the top right-hand corner, we had a heck of a party doing a 4, 5, 7-star live testing of General Hux's Finalizer, and we came up with some amazing results. This ship is not going to be one to be defeating the Malevolence or Negotiator very consistently. You could beat the Malevolence if you have a Cleanser, but don't expect this to beat the Negotiator. But the Hux's capital ship is going to be so important. We have some 4 and 7-star testing we're going to showcase to you today. It's so important because in Grand Arena and Territory Wars, you always basically see for mid and top tier guilds, Rebellion, Han Solo fleets on defense, and the Finalizer spells the end of the Rebellion in the fleet arena. And this is incredibly important because if people can have more ways of counting Akbar's fleet on defense, that allows people to put maybe Negotiator on defense, a much more difficult team to beat compared to the Rebellion. Very important. Might not be top tier in PvP fleet arena, but in Territories and Grand Arena, this is going to be incredibly helpful. And I got fantastic news as well, because this ship is also great at 4 stars. So we're going to show you some 4-star testing as well as 7-star testing, so you can see the difference. But the great thing is about this ship, this is not a difficult ship to acquire. Much easier than the Radis. It basically is requiring what the Millennium Falcon needed: Xanadu Blood, Slave 1, Houndstooth, and then a couple of first order ships on top of it, and the TIE Advance, if I recall correctly. Not difficult stuff, unlike the Radis, which you need Ebon Hawk and Lando's Falcon, and there's 4-star viability, which unfortunately you can't say the same thing for the Radis. So here we go. I would not recommend putting the Finalizer on defense. Not really a good ship on defense, as I'll show you in a second. But as you see, the Finalizer is the fastest ship in the game because we have a starting 3 first order ships right here. So we're gonna go ahead, get this hunted, applied right now. 75% less damage when they attack out of turn, that is what Han Solo does, and they can't gain bonus turn meter. And once we kill off the hunted, we're gonna get some pretty bonkers damage. Now, the only thing I will say, the benefit of having the 7-star variant, of course, getting extra reinforcement, which you really don't need for this Akbar lineup, you get the offense up. And the offense up allows you to kill off Han's Millennium Falcon within the first 10 seconds. That is the fastest lineup I've ever seen that dismantled Han's Millennium Falcon. I mean, of course, it took longer because I talked, but when you look at the picture overall, if I didn't talk, 10 seconds, Han's Millennium Falcon's gone. Now, I will give you full disclosure, when we go up against when we use the 4-star variant, it's going to take a little bit longer because we do not have the extra offense up. Let's go ahead and feed turn meter. Kylo Ren's command shuttle, so important because I just keep spamming turn meter through the whole entire team. Let's see if we can try to get some target lock going on over there. You can get Kylo Ren's command shuttle to do over 600,000 damage. We have offense down right now, so I'm not expecting too much. Let's see what we can do. Look at that, with offense down, 115,000 damage. He does bonkers damage. I flipped out on the stream. There was a point where he soloed the rest of the Rebel lineup. It's crazy because he does huge damage, and under the Finalizer lead, he's regenerating a lot of health back, so he has some decent survivability. Here we go. We bring the TIE Fighter. I mean, this is so fast. I mean, I don't think... What happened there? This is going to be so important. As again, I want to reiterate, this is not going to be a counter to Negotiator. Let that stick to Akbar, Malevolence, and Negotiator. Fight out those type of lineups. But this fills in a very important thing for Grand Arena Territory Wars. If you can use this lineup without Houndstooth or anything important and take out an Akbar fleet, which would have been 30-40 seconds, that's huge, and it allows you to take out double the amount of Akbar fleets if you still save Negotiator for offense, or at least lets you put a better defense together and put Negotiator on defense. So that's the 7-star variant. I want to show you now the 4-star variant, because a lot of people, especially veteran players, they're probably unlocking this ship. This is such a better ship, more so than Radis. Radis needed to be 7 stars to be good, and it was still being beaten by everything. Having a hard time when I think it's still missing some ships. We're not going to get too much in that conversation, but a lot of veteran players should be able to get this ship fairly easily. And just in general, people who are going to chase after the Radis or Hux, this is by far the easier ship to go for. And look at this, we don't even have all the reinforcements. We're running a 4-star ship. It's still going to be incredibly fast because we're starting off with this initial 4 lineup right here. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Now, you're going to notice we're not going to kill off Han's Millennium Falcon within the first 10 seconds. Because we're missing that little bit of extra offense up, which comes with the 7-star variant. But as you see, yet again, a 4-star ship outrunning everybody, hunted over on Han's Millennium Falcon right here. And what we're going to try to do, I don't know, let's try to do a hit right here. Boom. But now see, without the offense up, we're not going to be hitting as hard. We'll still get a stun here. You're close. That offense up takes you the extra mile. And that's kind of the main thing I want to point out there. What we're going to do is actually pass Terminator over to Kylo Ren. I want to stun Wedge before he starts doing mass assists. And plus, the great thing about Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer, he just takes so many turns. He's so fast. He gets a lot of control on the field. Here we go. Another stun right there. We're not going to let him do anything. Let's go ahead and give some more Terminator to the team right now. Let's see if we can try to get some target lock going. Got resisted right there. No Terminator for Hans, Money, and Falcon. Sorry, buddy. And now what we'll do is, I don't know. Let's go ahead and call him the TIE Fighter. We should be able to take out Wedge right about now. So you kind of see the difference. It takes a little bit longer to take out Hans, Money, and Falcon, but so long as you get that hunted on Han, he's done for. Let's see how much damage we can do. I really want to try to replicate 600,000 damage, but I don't think it's going to happen right here. We still should do a good chunk of damage. 126,000 damage right there, ladies and gentlemen. In order to get that 600,000 damage, you're really are going to need to make sure you get critical damage up on him. So let's see if we can get, let's do an AoE right here. That should kill off Bistons Ewing. Goodbye. Again, a 4-star ship going up against a Relic 7 Admiral Akbar Han Solo lineup right here. Let's try to get some target lock going. There we go. We got a target lock right there. Goodbye. This is big. This is huge right here. I'm going to call on Kylo Ren for the assist. Get the stun. Boom. Oh, we didn't get the stun in for it, so that's all right. Han Solo, let him do his thing. We'll let him enjoy it for the moment. Let's do it now. I messed up there. I wanted to pass over Terminator over to Kylo Ren. We got critical damage up. Advantage. We have Afterburner. What can we do here? 262,000 damage, and that's just scratching the surface. You can get over 600,000 damage with this ship right here. What can we do here? Boom, and oh, little dodge right there. Let's give him a second chance, shall we? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Big hit right here, and boom, 338,000 damage. 4-star Finalizer lineup. We have not been given a bone like this, where a low-star ship works fantastically well with all these mishmash first order characters. This revitalizes a dead part of the faction. And for me personally, looking at Grand Arena territories, if I see someone that's got an Akbar, I might just go ahead, put my negotiator on defense perhaps, and rely on the Finalizer to be that Akbar counter. And opponents are going to see, well, there's no point of me putting my Akbar on defense. They got the Finalizer. The Finalizer really starts mixing up the meta and what we traditionally think. That's the shakeup it's doing. Now, in case you're curious, the Radis isn't really a part of the conversation right now. It's not as good of a ship as Hux right now. Right now, the order, in my opinion, is Negotiator, Malevolence, Akbar, and Finalizer kind of battling it out. And then the Radis, I battled up against this Radis ship right here. Radis is not good. Don't worry too much about it. The Finalizer walks over even at 4 stars. But what I want to show you now is the Finalizer on defense. Granted, we're going to fight up against a 4-star. You don't want to put the Finalizer on defense. It is bad. That strategy I showed you in that little trick where you're going to want to go ahead and call in the Special Forces TIE Fighter to get Kylo Ren to assist on the Hans Falcon. They don't do any of that. Like, watch. They're going to be all over the place. AI is horrible. They don't even, most of the time, they weren't even putting Hunted on Hans Falcon. They're going to go first here. Let's see. Will they be smart? Will they do it? They put it on Biggs. Like, what the heck? What the heck? And we should be able to win here because basically I'm smart. at least I tell myself that, and I can go ahead and go straight after Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer. That is the #1 priority, so that he doesn't start running circles around you because he's fast. It's not a defensive ship whatsoever, and that's fine. It is strictly going to be a very powerful offensive tool to use up against the Akbar, and I'll try to see if I can find an opportunity to battle up against the Malevolence, or at least show you gameplay at the end. You can take on Malevolence lineups too, which is great, but you're going to need a cleanser of some sort. We threw in Gar Suxon for that cleanse to get the Buzz Droids off. So long as you can control the Buzz Droids on your Finalizer, you're fine. You're going to be in a fantastic spot. But Finalizer is not good on defense, but it's a really good utility knife to go up against Akbar on those Grand Arena Territory War defenses. All right, so what we're going to do to wrap up this video is I'm just going to quickly show you some gameplay of Negotiator and Malevolence on fast forward behind us. Again, if you want to see some more gameplay, check out the live stream that we did the other day. We spent a lot of time at the beginning trying to battle the Negotiator, and I never suspected this to be a Negotiator counter. We got close a couple times. The biggest problem is really just getting around the Houndstooth. Houndstooth is kind of a little issue. It's too bad we don't have buff immunity on Kylo Ren's command shuttle or a way to cleanse off breach, so that way we can pull the taunt off Houndstooth. That's the biggest weakness, but not every new ship or character has to be god tier amazing to beat the next best thing. There are ways to make ships and characters relevant if they can beat a very important ship or character that's kind of a choke position, basically. You know, we know Darth Revan, Skywalker, and yada, yada, yada. They're really good teams. But, you know, Nisus, they're still a really good team for Territories Grand Arena, and you need a way to counter them without pulling in a top-tier team. That's exactly what this is. You're beating a top-tier team, Akbar, without bringing in another top-tier team, Negotiator or Malevolence, and you're bringing in the Finalizer at 4 stars. That is the main goal I want to get across to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen, today. And if you can, man, the damage on the Silencer is insane. 600,000 damage, 300,000 damage, the highest hitting ship in Galaxy of Heroes. As we predicted, the Silencer has that title with all that stacking damage because of Hux's lead and all that beautiful afterburner stuff and the advantage, yada, 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 critical damage up. He is a bonkers ship. And of course, if you're chasing after Kylo Ren and Mass, you're going to have to Relic 7 this character, so the ship is god tier amazing with the Finalizer. So it all kind of works out in the end. And my guess is that if people who are eventually thinking of getting Galactic Legends sometime in the future, it's a crazy end goal, I know. I think most people are going to head after Kylo Ren. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is my guess, because of the requirements to get the Finalizer are really easy. The Finalizer is a better ship than the Raddus, and in general, there's no Rose Tico for the First Order for the Kylo Ren unlock. So stay tuned for more gameplay, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew about this. Should you wheel in this ship? If you just need a counter for Akbar, no. Just get it at 4 stars and you're good to go. If you think that there's the Kylo Ren requirement, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's going to require a Finalizer, of course, that's the reason to whale. Or if you want a way to beat Akbar a little quicker because you get that extra offense up, that's a reason to whale. But in my opinion, if you're a veteran player, this is going to have fantastic use at 4 stars. And for people free to play, you're going to get it much easier than the Raddus, and it's got so much more bang for your buck. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching today's video. Like if you did enjoy the video, comment down below. This is good news, I think, that a ship this accessible is this effective and can work in a Grand Arena territory war atmosphere. Would love to hear all your lovely thoughts below, and be sure to subscribe so you're supporting the Empire, and I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Woo!